Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the BamCast podcast. The BamCast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boom Drop Physics for the intro song, Prismatic Verse for the intro sequence. If you guys are watching on YouTube, and if you're here on YouTube, just go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to join the par. Shout out to YouTubeRight.com, promo code BAM10, 10% off anything you have ordered. You know, help them out, help us out, help Jamaica out. You know how that goes. Here with me tonight, as always, is the faithful co-host Bobby B.
Don't know.
And we are, you know what I'm going to name this podcast? So let me just set the tone right off the bat. Sundaze. Because I've been in a daze this whole day. It's been one of the longest weeks of the year for me thus far. How's your week been, Bob?
I'm in this coronavirus rut, dog. Like,
You're in the what?
it's a rut, a coronavirus rut. Like, I just doing things. Like, all right, I'm gonna find back the meme.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, like I'm just going through the motions.
You just discovered Reddit to add to your motions.
Basically. And as I told you before, I'm chasing that Tumblr dragon.
Oh yeah, the man said he got Reddit for porn. I said, dog, there's actual porn sites. I have Reddit for everything else except porn.
That's why I have Twitter.
I don't. Wait,
You don't use Twitter like I do.
Yeah, what do you use Twitter for? I use
Twitter for everything.
I'm scrolling and laugh and
Yeah, but I use it for everything, like conspiracies, actual news, finance.
That's Reddit minus the porn for me. Which meme you looking for? Is that the one you showed me earlier with the dude on the pitchfork?
I showed you what I do on a pitchfork?
Mm-hmm. When he was walking forward to step on the pitchfork.
Oh, no.
Quit unemployment or...
No.
What was it? Go through all the loops of higher education just to land up still in unemployment?
That's the struggle of the capitalist world we live in, bro. I guess I didn't send it. It was just one part of my WhatsApp. But basically, it's just me doing my stupid little things in the middle of a pandemic. That's how I feel. Because it's like everything I do is really important to me. But in the backdrop of the pandemic, it's a stupid little thing.
Isn't everything we do in the backdrop of the universe stupid?
Yeah, but it's not the universe I breathe it in. I breathe in the backdrop of the pandemic. Like, everyday life is now affected by the pandemic in every way, shape, and form.
Just?
No, not just. But I'm saying it's after a solid year,
You just like, bleh.
it's what's the word I'm looking for now? It's fatigue.
There was a conversation.
It's attrition, really and truly.
There's a conversation earlier. I don't even know what program Minerva was preying, but it was on Zoom. So it was some doctor shit. And they were talking about one of the issues that they were having is that people just tired of wearing masks. Not that it's inconvenient or nothing like that. It's just like a literal problem people are having where when asked why people, because this was polled, why don't you wear your mask?
Can't bother.
Boom. It's literally, can't bother. That... them tired of it, which is why we had today on Sunday a record-setting number of COVID new cases with what, 792?
723.
23? And then there was, that's from private and public positivity now because of the stuff. Yeah, if you look at the bottom of the breakout chart.
It's private as well.
If you look at the bottom of the breakout chart, they break it out now because of what
they only used to show public.
Because of what happened the other day with that now. They have a breakout at the bottom and then they break out by location, like parish. You don't know Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine is way out there.
We saw the tweets from the pharmacists, people who work at pharmacists saying
funny.
Them keep having people coming in saying, yo, them can't taste or smell and them have fever.
Them having a DPH.
And the pharmacist said to them, yo, so like you have COVID, you should go get tested. And the person's like, nah, just give me some DPH, babes.
Boom. We're doomed.
I mean, it's 7 bills for DPH. It's minimum 8 grand, 7 grand for a COVID test. And all right, so you do your COVID test, what happens after that? You don't get money. You don't get medicine. You don't get time off.
We're talking about
You've just spent money to find out that you have COVID.
We're talking about this before the pod started, you know. It's the going into the public pharmacy around other people, and most of the times people pull their mask down to talk, to ask
Dog.
Yo, dog.
Yo, I see somebody pull their mask down to cough the other day.
That's no, but hold on, that was a thing.
Man.
No, that was a thing, dog. Somebody did pull their mask down to sneeze on camera, and it started a whole line of conversation online where it's split. You have people in my camp where it's like the point of wearing the mask is to sneeze in the mask.
Yeah.
Then go wash it. Then you have the other set of people that were like, no, but that's nasty. Now I have to have sneeze particles near my face. It's like, that's the point.
It's like, yes, near your face, not near my face.
That's the point. And then after you sneeze or cough in your mask, you go wash it. Or if it's disposable, throw it away and go get another one. That's the point of them. I gave up on that argument a long time ago because I did pre that. It's a logical versus illogical thing. You know, not logical versus illogical. It's logical versus emotional. People just don't want to feel. People say it feel gross having the sneezy particles near them face, so them don't want to do it. No amount of logic will fix that for them. Remember what I was saying to you before the pod started?
No, I'm just...
Remember what I did say to you before the pod started? What is the core issue? Just like how for you, the core issue of most things is patriarchy, the core issue of most things in the world to me, but specifically like magnified in Jamaica, is dunceness. It's hard and fast.
You can't argue against that.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about ignorance. I'm not talking about lack of education. I'm talking about straight dunceness, like anti-common sense. You know, so if you get me, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference between not being educated and then
it's ignorance. It's genuine ignorance.
Genuine ignorance, you can learn because you genuinely don't know. And if somebody points out, you'll be like, Bomba, so hopefully. Dunceness, Jamaican dunceness.
You know it and you choose to ignore it. You choose ignorance.
You choose. Jamaican people choose ignorance.
Like
there you go.
Actively choose ignorance.
Actively choose ignorance. There you go.
Real talk.
That's the in my opinion.
Nobody know more than me.
And what's the core tenet?
Mm-hmm.
But the core tenet that we always said, Jamaican people, nobody know more than me. Mm-hmm. But if you boil that down, it's ignorance. It's choosing that, yeah, man, maybe this person is better at this, I'm better at that. Or, you know, some kind of coalescence. Man, them say, no.
Nobody's more than me.
Nobody's more than me. So if the ship I go burn down, the ship I go burn down, but if I go burn down, with me a lead.
Straight up.
That is the core issue.
Straight up, bro.
Arguments against?
No.
Anybody watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and comment below if you have any like disagreement or what do you think? Because I think that no matter what you come with, I can boil it down to willful dunceness. It have to be.
This poor planet, though.
Poor planet or poor planning?
This poor planet.
Oh, you think so? I hear a comedian say one time, the earth can shake us off like a dog with a bad case of fleas. And I've never been able to unvisualize it since.
I mean, well, you know, I've been watching my videos about my geography and thing, and I've been talking to you about the archaeology of the planet, and it's not that they're going to shake us off. We're just going to run out of time.
Self-limiting. Something we shall we?
There's 5 to 6. So I've been the most recent thing I've been watching in the videos is talking about great filters. Mm-hmm. And there have been 5 or 6 great dyings in existence through life being on Earth that we know of.
Man, them reset the game hard.
5 or 6. There's some of them don't count the end Guadalupean event because there's not a lot of record of it.
And it's not great dying.
There's just
mass extinctions. There's one great dying, but you have 5 or 6 mass extinctions. And then about 15 or so little ones.
So basically, there are filters that life gets to that filters out majority of life.
Yeah.
So, like, the videos I was watching was talking about extraterrestrial life for us, the Fermi paradox and thing. Like, if aliens exist.
Kurzgesagt?
Kurzgesagt.
Okay, cool. So I know where you're coming from.
So, it's that if alien civilizations do exist in space, why haven't we seen them? And if they did exist, why don't we see like remnants? Why we don't see huge megastructures littering space? Why we don't see stuff like that? And that's where the great filter thing comes in. So either the great filter is behind us like a mass extinction event where it killed off most of life and we are the surviving species,
Or it's on the, well, I mean,
or the Great Filter is in front of us.
or both. Or both. We could have been what passed through one great filter, but every civilization has a great filter they go through. So it could be both.
All right, so we will end at some point.
Yo,
The planet will continue as our fucking hunk of rock flying through space until the sun runs out of fuel, expands into a giant, consumes the inner 3 planets, collapses in itself as a dwarf. It then either, I don't think it's dense enough
it's not
to
dense
explode
enough to go supernova.
so it will just go pff and fizzle out of existence.
White dwarf.
Everything surviving in the solar system that's left behind would die. They'd no longer get
Makes
energy.
you really wake up happy in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's about 5 billion years away from us.
Not get better.
Humanity won't be here.
Not get better. I was having a conversation, mostly last week, and I was explaining that in the event of like an apocalyptic situation, so like a zombie outbreak or asteroid impacts, anything like that, I don't want to be a survivor. I'm not trying to rebuild this bitch.
Take me out.
I want to go.
One shot, one kill.
I want to go.
No luck, just skill.
Nigga, I want to go in the cataclysm. I'm not rebuilding civilization. No, I don't have it in me.
I don't want to rebuild, but nice to run away. Be a really fucking good time to run away.
Even you run away fantasies. But no, I'm talking about something like let's say a movie where there's like a
Snowpiercer? No, fuck it.
Hell no.
Met my dad. Early.
Since we've been watching Snowpiercer. No, man.
Met my dad early too, bro.
No, even if I'm on the train.
I don't want to be on the train.
Even if I'm on the train at the front. No, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be in the survivors. I don't want to be rebuilding humanity. I'm out. When they nuke the skies to like try cool it and then the flash freezing happened, just freezing my sleep.
Mark me right there.
Boom, bam, bang. When you have the whole zombie apocalypse and thing, and like you have humanity, where it's like mostly 5 or 7 people fighting to survive, dog, I'm going to be one of the zombies coming for you. I'm not fighting. Most
of the mass extinction events on our planet have been caused by volcanoes. And like it's still a possibility that those things could happen any day with no warning.
Yellowstone. If Yellowstone blows its dome at midnight, by 6 a.m., most things are gone.
Most things where?
Most land stuff will be like weak. We will probably like be inside, but we'll die off pretty quickly too. But in terms of how quickly nuclear winters will happen, the shock wave alone of Yellowstone blowing its cap will murk everything in a very large radius. I'm not going to tell you the specific numbers, but imagine like you drop a nuke. You don't have to imagine. You know what happened in like Japan. That's basically what would happen. But the shockwave wouldn't come from the sky down. The shockwave would come from underground up. So shit wouldn't get blasted away or down. Shit would get blasted up.
Nice.
Like vaporized up. So whatever's not vaporized
falls into the hole.
And then it'd be one of those explosions, one of those anime explosions where, you know, when like Goku or Vegeta bust a bad Kamehameha and the man them zoom out to the outside of Earth and you can see it. Same shit.
I was watching a video about the Cascadia earthquake.
Sounds
that
familiar.
Could happen.
Sounds familiar.
Pacific Northwest.
Pacific
of the US. Where they're like they never knew that there was a fault in that region.
The Ring of Fire side, yeah.
And then when they found the fault, they're like, yo, let's look back in the historical records that the people in this region never kept written records, but they told stories. And you know that painting, that very famous Japanese painting of the big wave?
The Great Wave off of Kanagawa.
Kanagawa Island, right? That wave was caused...
That's what this stat is.
That wave was caused by an earthquake off of the coast of the Pacific Northwest, actually. And the flooding, the tsunami that hit there also hit them. But obviously it was closer, so it hit them much sooner and it fucked up most of... There's a fault line that exists there to this day that could like separate the Pacific Northwest from North America.
You know, it was one of the sickest.
And it apparently it interacts with the San Andreas fault. So if it goes, San Andreas goes as well.
You know, there's a thought that eventually California just get beat its own island. Well, not thought it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna just like rock
By,
itself
like,
off
hundreds of thousands
and just be like its own thing over there.
years,
Just an island full of Mexicans and creatives.
I've been watching a lot of videos about Pangea and the separation of it and the Sea of Tethys and all of them something there. And like
Pangea,
literally
Pangea did break into
the separation of North America and Europe.
One side though, Pangea did break into. I just doing the math in my head, like to catch up with you.
Gondwana and
Gondwana land and what the other one?
The other one.
Other one, cool. And then those broke off into
everything else.
Yeah, the puzzles. Yeah, okay, cool. I was
But
just
the
doing the math
separation
to catch
of
up with
Europe and North America along the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, bro. The planet was just like, all right, cool.
you. Yeah.
Let's get that way.
Just started shifting and then just filling out stuff in between. Yeah. And then all the fun fact, rocks that form at the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, and they form in alternating polar patterns.
What does that mean, Martin?
Magnetically, like you hold a magnet to if you hold a magnet to like this layer of rock, so you know stratification. So you hold a magnet to this strata, it's the South Pole will react, you hold it to the other one, it'll repel. So it literally forms an alternating magnetic pulse.
But why, Mom?
Magma, water reacting, how it cools, fissure of it moving apart, stretching of it. It's a geological phenomenon we know about.
How does magnetism even work, dog? Like all of the things, all of the molecules in the thing are just pointed in one direction.
I know how magnetism works, which is exactly like
fucking
that.
Magnets, how do they work?
I know exactly how it works because I've looked this up multiple times, and you explained it properly a while ago. All the electrons are just
pointed in one direction.
So the polar pattern is in that direction. Even knowing that,
it still don't make any sense.
It don't make a goddamn little sense.
How can a rock attract other rocks?
Even knowing that, it don't make a goddamn
how can we have
sense.
Supermagnets like neodymium? What's that name? Is the strongest magnet we know of outside of electromagnets and shit. The strongest natural magnet. That shit will like fuck you up. Like if you put two neodymium magnets on either side of your hand, it will squish your hand.
Yeah, because it won't touch.
If they're big enough, yeah. Which is crazy. It just wants to become itself.
Right. Let's use that magnet example. Remember how we were talking about quantum physics on the last pod and like all that super shit? The fact
that meta stuff.
That meta shit. The fact that on a quantum level nothing actually touches.
Even that.
It's the space when you touch the table or you watching the pod or listening to the pod right now, when you touch your leg or you touch your arm, you're not actually touching it.
On a molecular level.
On a molecular level. You're touching your electrons are interacting with the electrons of it and repelling each other. So you're not actually touching yourself on a molecular level, which again is why people who study these things go mad.
So we've never actually ever touched anything ever. There are weak forces and strong forces.
Yeah. That's why people that study this shit go mad.
How it go? The molecular force is a strong force. Like the force that holds molecules together is a strong force. Gravity is a weak force. Fun fact.
Yeah, it is? Yeah. I don't remember any of that. I remember the classifications. I don't remember why for any of them.
Gravity is a weak force. Do you remember graphene?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the force between graphene layers?
Or it just slides off.
Or do you remember the force? The name of the force? Because we had to learn this shit. And I remember it for some strange reason.
Well, wait, hold on. It's
Dutch.
It's Dutch?
It's a Dutch sounding name.
It's out with V.
Van der Waals.
The Van der Waals effect or some shit like
force.
that. Van der Waals force, yeah.
That's the force between each sheet of graphene.
Your pencil, when you're writing.
Yeah. Which is the same, made out of the same thing as lead, just that in a different
structure.
Carbon is the same thing as diamond. So the graphene is the same thing as diamond. It's just the structure of the carbon atoms.
Made it a little different.
So like literally, man, if we had the power, the energy enough, we could just make any element we wanted by adding and removing electrons.
Alchemy.
Yeah,
it's just.
It's real.
Fucking
it real like it.
The concept is real.
You can on paper.
You can
make
on paper
gold from lead.
Yeah, you can on paper. Good luck.
Let me see. What's the atomic number of those things?
Gold and lead. I don't. I remember the first 10 of the periodic table of elements. That's it.
You lucky. Remember that gold is 79.
You don't remember anything from
Gold is something.
You don't remember any of that shit?
I don't know. If I think about it, and lead is 82. So if I can add 3 electrons,
Boom.
to a molecule of gold, I can turn to a molecule of lead. I can turn it into this. Wait, what's that? No, lead. If I can take 3 off a lead, I can turn it into gold.
Boom.
Just like that. Like literally, it would just turn into gold. But what's in
So go
between
figure it
there?
out.
No. Niggas lost them whole life trying to work that shit out, man.
Richer, smarter men than us have tried.
I've tried and it never
And
worked for them.
died, just
Well,
like-
at least we don't know. Cause would they tell us if it worked for them?
Hell no. If you could make gold, you would tell nobody?
No.
No.
If I had the goose with the shit in the golden egg, not a fucking soul would know. I would just be selling golden eggs. Where you find
Dog,
it? Oh, in the
dog,
fields.
dog. Here's a story of this like
Oh, the
same shit we
fucking
always
fields.
talking about, bro. I won't call names, but basically there's this group of spades players, right? Man them play like a Jamaican man play domino, that man they play spades weekly. One man in the group won the Powerball. His spades partner, who we play with every week for the past 8 years, not even him can get him on the phone. The man them roll by him yard is empty. Mother yard empty. The dog won the Powerball
And just left.
instantaneously. The man hit $800 million out.
I don't know no fucking body.
I don't know any.
I don't know you niggas.
If I won 800 million, Bob is my best friend. Love him to death.
I couldn't blame you.
I'm leaving him a stack. Gone.
Couldn't blame you still, bro.
Either that or I would change nothing outwardly. I just wouldn't work anymore.
Now, last still, if I won 800, all right.
No, if I won 800 million, I'd go stupid.
800 US?
Yeah.
All right, 800 million US. If I take the lump sum, I'm going to lose like 40% of that to tax. So
400
I'm
million.
getting like $500 million in my pocket. All right, cool. Boom blast. All right, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do now. Right now, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Leave.
I'm out.
Leave.
I buy an island.
I'm gone.
I buy an island.
Everybody who buys island fucks kids. I'd pre you. Everybody who buys island fucks kids. I'd pre you.
That's not what I'm doing with it, though.
That's not what you'd intend to do.
No, I'm not mean. That's not. I'm never ever.
That's not what you
going
did.
to
Everybody
use-
who buys islands fuck kids.
Not me. I'm
All
gonna
right.
be the one to buck the trend.
All right. That's what Epstein probably thought too. All right.
Nah, he
All
was
right,
already
Giselle?
fucking kids. He
All
was
right.
just like, if I
right.
could fuck kids in private.
On his own. Do you think one of his defenses in the court of law was like, yo, that law don't apply on my island?
Nah, because the island is still in the country.
Okay, cool.
You have to buy it from a country.
So what are you saying, Jeffrey?
All right, so 500 million. Right? All right, my move go. I'm moving to somewhere with no capital gains tax and invest in it all.
No capital gains. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. And investing it all?
At least, all right, 500 million. I
Yeah.
invest in 400 million.
Jesus Christ.
You know much? The thing about it, dog.
No, I know.
I invest 400 million US
I'm,
dollars, right?
I'm taking $1 million and being a nigger.
I still have 100
I know.
million to do that.
I'm
with.
saying what I'm doing.
You watch that? This is the movie Blank Check.
Yeah,
That's
I'm,
me.
I'm saying what I'm doing.
Maybe the amusement park
In
in
your
my backyard.
thing. After I invest 400 or 500, you see 1 million of that 400 I have left.
Fuck nigga shit.
Nigga, I mean, the most nigga
Fuck
shit
nigga
in the world.
shit.
Dog, everything. I might literally just roll up $1,000 in once because I can and hit somebody with it.
I go into the strip club by myself. But all the girls have to
No,
go.
he said nobody else can
Nobody
come
else.
in.
Me and my niggas.
Just me, but full workers.
Yeah. All the workers are there. Shut that shit down for me.
I know. What about, all right,
Go to the mall, close the doors.
we're having this conversation in
Me alone
in
shopping.
Higher Primates the other day. What is it about not richness, not wealth, but opulent levels of that turn people into just Jeffreys of the world,
What you
Jeffrey
going to do?
Epsteins of the world?
What are you going to do?
Is
Outside of literally killing me, what are you going to do?
oh, you mean in terms of what ramifications will
Yeah.
come from it? Oh, so a lack of ramifications just make you wild out?
Yes.
But I would hope.
Stupid question.
I'd hope
Yes.
you'd have some innate-
Human nature, my G.
I'd hope we'd have some innate morality to like not go fuck kids.
Everybody, no matter what your morality is.
can be skewed.
No, it's not even skewed. Everyone has something they want to do that they're not allowed to do by society or by the law. Everybody.
drugs, I guess.
Exactly. There's always something. For us, it might be simple in terms of like, I wish I could just, go to the store and buy a spliff.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
Like I can go to the way you buy cigarettes at the gas station.
If I could buy a 12-pack of like...
Buy a 12-pack of spliffs.
That'd be great.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
If I was rich, I could do that.
So you could get somebody to do that for you.
I could, yeah. I could just have packs of pre-rolled spliffs.
That's true.
Let's buy boxes.
Yeah, and just pick it up every day, walk out. That's true.
And that's a simple thing. So there are degenerates out there who want to fuck kids.
Why do
so
they?
they buy islands to do it.
But it's not... All right.
But then there are people who are like, yo, I really like fast cars. So now that I'm rich,
Okay, buy all the fast cars.
I'm going to buy the fastest car.
I overs that. But why is it always... It's like... It's
Why
like
them always go fuck kids?
It's not. It's like if there's a tree, right? And you picture this tree branching with all the options of life. It's
Why
like
you choose the one with
once
fucking
you
kids?
fertilize that tree with opulent amounts of wealth,
Them
the
go fuck
fucking
kids.
branches come back together and it's always
I don't know,
fucking little kids and
that's why-
human trafficking.
That's why people believe
Why?
there's Illuminati. The elites to keep the people in line. Like, yo, you have to go fuck these kids and take pictures and they use pictures of you fucking kids to keep you
Well,
in
that's
line.
and that's a theory.
Yeah.
Please tell me more.
I just told that. That's the theory.
That's the literal theory that they
Blackmail.
make you have sex with kids for blackmail purposes.
That's maybe one.
So what would stop you from then telling?
Adrenochrome is another theory.
What would stop you from telling people that that's what
you
they
don't
did
know
too?
who is in the
But
who's
as-
a part of the circle.
So how?
So
But
there's
then
no
how would-
one for you to tell.
But then how would they make you do that deed? Like, wouldn't it have to be somebody to like introduce you to that lifestyle?
Yeah, it was.
So then wouldn't you just be like, no,
As
dog,
you
it
get,
was...
all right, look at it this way. I spoke about buying an island. I don't know who to call to buy an island. I'm
when,
not in that tax bracket.
when you hit that money, it pop up in your phone like GTA.
Exactly.
But then you'd be like, that nigga... Basically what I'm saying, like, I don't know if you're following me, but like, let's use Jeffrey and Gillian. So you go to the island, you do all that shit on the island, you get blackmailed for it. What would stop you from then being like, I'm being blackmailed by Jeffrey Epstein for this? Yeah, I did it, but he also did it.
Because then you'd have to admit to fucking kids.
If you have the money though, would you really get the repercussions?
Yes.
But you just
fucking
said,
kids.
but you just said money absolves you from repercussions like that.
No.
You said
I
that's
never
one-
said that.
but you
Money
said-
allows you to do the thing.
Oh, do the thing, but not the repercussion. But wouldn't you be able to just buy off the judge and all the people and go about
Not
your
all
business?
the time.
Well, clearly, because Epstein did not kill himself.
He suicided. He was suicided.
He was suicided.
He was
Listen to that sentence. Listen to that sentence. He was suicided.
More juice.
That's a wild sentence, dog.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's something I also think about in that it's like, all right, so
Why is it
you
always
start off when you're broke, you're a straight man.
Mm-hmm.
You're rich, still a straight man. You start fucking models, supermodels, all the hottest women you can. Then you just
Understandably so.
Then I don't know. I'm not saying this is what happens. This is just all theory here. And then after that you go, what's left?
Men
Go
and
fuck
kids.
a man and see what happens.
Ugh.
You go fuck a man, you go fuck a tranny. It's like, all right,
That's an offensive term.
I'm sorry.
A transgender individual.
You go fuck a chick with a dick. Alright. The home of the anti-PC here.
Yo, I love it. It's just, I love saying that shit to Bob. 'Cause Bob's face, like, you can see his computer just, whoever's at the computer normally typing what he says just stops and goes, yo, fuck you. And then go back to what I'm doing. I love it.
Like, why you have to say shit like that? And like, guys, big man thing, I have no issue with the transgender community. If tranny is an offensive term, suck it up, alright? If you want to be one of us, you're one of us, alright?
Yo, Schultz has a girl.
You have to
Everyone
take
can
them
get
hits.
these jokes. Everyone,
Yeah,
I don't care
everyone can get these
who.
fucking jokes.
I'm sorry for this sidebar, Bob. I remember what you're talking about, so I will bring you back to the point.
Please
but
do.
this is just I'm sticking a pin point right here. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your disability is. I don't care at all.
You want to be equal?
If I'm treating you
You get these jokes.
like a normal person. Here's an example. I have a friend who won't say his name, who we used to be teammates. He was in an accident and now he's in a wheelchair. He gets these jokes. Trust me. Like, and he lets these jokes fly too.
Dog, we have
I've
a virgin who we used to call half a fag. Right? Because I'm never sure yet. He has now graduated. He's now a Pidgeot, no longer a Pidgeotto. I should just say he's now a Gyarados, no longer a Magikarp.
Yeah, I'd have kept that one to myself.
But no, I'm
it's
just
still
saying.
funny though.
I'm just saying.
And he
himself
was never upset.
He to the point that like someone else heard us say that about him and got mad on his behalf. And he's like, no, it's cool. And then he's like, yo, I miss when you guys used to call me that, you know?
Yeah, he don't fit no more.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no.
he come up with another name.
Pidgeot, no longer Pidgeot.
Gary Dose. Yeah, like
But
everybody can get. Here's
gets these jokes,
a telltale sign that I don't like you.
You don't get these jokes.
If I'm mad respectful to you, if I'm short with you, if you don't get these jokes, you don't get comedy. If I don't banter with you at all, no bands, I don't fucks with you.
No fuck with you.
If I fucks with you, everyone's getting these jokes, dog. And guess what? Run the jokes at me too, because that's what keeps you. I don't want to just be like playing tennis.
I'll survive.
No, I like playing tennis because when you play tennis with somebody, that's how you get better.
But what I'm
dog.
saying, I'll survive. Like, your words can't kill me.
When we are 90s babies, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sure. Yeah, sometimes that shit can like fuck with you a bit, but when you're among friends, roast your
You
breaks.
gonna think shit. Yeah. Well, mom would be sad. So
Mom would be sad. That's such a dark statement that stopped many a thing. But you were saying, we were talking about acquisition of wealth as you level up through that.
Alright, so yeah, it's alright. So them fuck a man, fuck a transgender individual.
Yeah.
And then it's like after that I'm going, what's left?
That was so hard for him.
Kids or animals? Animals. Alright, let's go fuck some kids.
Animals.
What else is there?
I didn't even think of that. I'm not there.
Exactly.
I'm poor.
Like, and I always say it, I don't want the problems rich people have.
It seems to be the wildest of shit.
Imagine you get up one day and like, I'm so tired of fucking these pretty women. Like, I'm so tired of being able to fuck supermodels.
I don't ever want to experience that issue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so tired of being able to fuck supermodels. Maybe I'm just tired of fucking female supermodels. Then me go find a man for go fuck.
That bussy.
It's to have that as a problem is not something I ever wanted in my life.
That's such a wild word.
Bussy. Bust that bussy open. But dog, it crazy to me. Like I understand that like sexual orientation in my head, 75% of people born with it, 25% of people choose them orientation.
I don't know if I know the specific ratio, but
I'm just throwing out a very
just like how I never born for like born and choose for like girl. I did just born, saw a young girl my age and went, "Bomba, she nice."
That's exactly how I rationalize it.
I assume everyone can be born.
Nobody told me to like women.
No, I did. I just did.
And in my mind,
but society rationalized you to like women. Dog, society had no effect on 3-year-old me who was just in love with titties.
Hold on, people.
When's it people?
Hear me, I'm telling you. Me as a straight man cannot fathom in my mind figure want a next man. Like I can't. There's no way I could make the conscious choice.
It's the physical act, you know.
Man, nasty to me in a dog. Like I know
to be physically
being a man, being around men, man, nasty.
Being a dude.
I would never want a man. I am amazed women want men.
Me too. Thank
love you so much.
We love you.
Man, so that's why I said as I said, like that's why I rationalize it. Nobody told me to like women, and I cannot make the rational choice to go like a man. So just using my little experience and using it globally, man happy band away there. Because I can't make logical sense of it, G.
I think so. And I know there's a lot of
which is why I don't understand how you can get so rich and so bored that you just get up one day and say, yo, mega fuck a man. Alright, yo, mega fuck a little
I have no problem with being so rich. You decide to go have sex with other consenting adults.
Yeah, no, that's fine. When you go fuck the kids is a problem.
Kids thing that I just don't get the logical.
That's what I'm trying to say. I can't even get that far.
I'm agreeing with you here.
I can't even reach that
I'm agreeing with you. Like this isn't something I've thought about once or twice. I have sat down and thought about this, and I cannot.
Why is kid fucking a problem?
Why is Nambla a
like
thing?
why does it happen? Why do people feel the drive to do such a thing?
Why is Nambla a thing? For those who don't know,
but then even that,
National Man Boy Love Association in America.
Could it be possible that people are just born that way? Then
I was going to go on to that because the current but there's a ideology being pushed by, of course, people who are attracted to underage people, that it's not a choice or a perversion, but they're born this way. It's like a sexual orientation to them.
And yet most of them were abused as kids.
Were they?
Generally.
Never knew that.
Most pedophiles
hurt people
were abused themselves.
I never knew that.
As kids, it's usually a cyclical thing for most of them.
That makes sense.
I won't, scientifically, I can't rule out the chance that there exists a biological pedophile.
Alright, but here's my thing. Okay, and I know this could sound bad, but home of the anti-PC here.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. We can put y'all down like you know, a bad like a dog with rabies.
You don't need to be a part of the gene pool.
You don't. I was just going to say, dog, one brain. I was going to say we don't need everything in the gene pool. And then I know that's a very slippery slope.
Remember chrysalids?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a deviant. You need to go live in the Badlands.
I know that's a very slippery slope because, you know, eugenics and Here what? I'm really okay. If you're born
eugenics,
and when you hit puberty, underage kids are now, because when I hit puberty, I remember being completely lustfully in love with every hot woman on TV and every Playboy girl.
But you know,
if when you hit puberty, you find that your sexual attraction is to people like kids, then we can just like reap you there or like, you know, chemically castrate you so you don't act upon.
I was going to say, that's the thing. Most pedophiles are chemically castrated.
We don't have to kill you. You can be chemically castrated. There are options here.
So we don't have to kill you.
It's an option. I'm just saying. But yeah.
I fully believe that every convicted rapist and pedophile should have like a Hunger Games thing every year.
Fight for your freedom?
Freedom. You get better treatment in prison.
The man said freedom? No, you're in prison, but no, you just get shit.
Yeah, in prison. You can't leave prison, but like you won't have, if you win, you won't have to ever do the fight at the Hunger Games again.
Quarter quell.
No, you won't ever have to do the Hunger Games.
Oh wow, I went full president.
Until there's like a championship round.
Quarter quell.
We'll have 10 champions now. Like
it was like fight
champions against each other.
And then when there's the one standing who you've trained through murderous practice.
And when him win, you're like, yeah man, you can't go be free as him step out the door, wet him. Yeah.
Entertainment.
What's the name of that candy bar again? Rick and Morty.
Oh.
Where they gave the guy everything he wanted and used that feeling of happiness to flavor the candy bar.
Damn it.
Or the wafers.
Damn it. I can't. Yo, I know you guys get pop up in the comments. Tough as I got. Simple Ricks. Simple Ricks.
Shit like that. That's what it's going to be, dog. Like, you're going to get that feeling of like, yo, I won the Hunger Games and I'm going to escape. Wetted.
You know, I will say this, you know, and as fucked up as a society we are, I know you could run ads on the Hunger Games of the rapist, you know, and it would fly. It would fly, you fuck.
Brogan.
Winter Brogan, of course.
All right, let me tell you something. And it's proven in human nature that people pay to watch people kill other people.
Gladiators.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we still technically watch boxing and UFC.
Exactly. That's as close as they can come to killing people
they're not
now
like
with laws and shit.
Man, nigga, there have been 4 people in the last week who died from cockfighting.
Yo, I saw the one where the brother got stabbed by his chicken.
In the groin?
In the groin and bled out. I was like, you deserve to go.
Him and 4 other people have died by something similar. Where like the chicken is being overwhelmed in the chicken fight and it come to the owner. But because them put razor blades in the chicken's legs, chicken jump up on them and like nick something and the man him just bleed out and dead. How good?
Yeah, stop fighting chicken.
Stop fighting animals in general. But like, who came up with putting razor blades in your foot?
Is Pokemon animal fighting?
Yeah. Pokemon's animal is dog fighting that we're all okay with. You never did mentor that before? It's sanctioned dog fighting. You catch the pets, you train them. You feed
there
them,
are
you
no
let them
adult
fight.
men in the world to
But to be fair, that's only the
stop us from fighting our animals.
that's only the Western Pokemon.
Excuse
Because
me.
the original Pokemon, you had to fight in the battle too, like the mango or OG mango. You had to fight in the battle too. So basically,
Me as a human had to go punch a Cyndaquil.
quite literally, like alright, is a chess game where you're the king. Objective of the game, nuke the king. So quite literally, their panels were like, there's an Arbok that they wrap around red, and red had to pull out a knife and like cut the Arbok in half, kind of vibe. Like they're trying to kill you. That's
What
the
I would
fight.
expect from Pokemon,
Yeah.
Pokemon universe. Like,
Yeah.
I remember growing up and wishing Pokemon was real and thinking,
No
but
way. No way.
What would I do about like a nest of Rattatas that all know quick attack? What me?
Why you go for Rattata?
Cause pests rat.
You thinking of the tall grass Pokemon? That's
no,
why.
No, think about this, Maji. You in your house, like how we have rat now. If it was a
Yeah.
Pokemon universe, they'd be Rattatas.
I don't have rats in my house. Just
No.
saying. I know.
I'm just saying, like how we in general as humans as a society
have rats as pests.
As pests. There would be Rattatas in a Pokemon universe. So you go to the dumpster outside to throw away garbage and you open the dumpster and you hear the scurrying.
Rattata would be the mouse. Raticate would be the rats. The bigger version, the big brown version. That's what Jamaica would have.
Even worse, that motherfucker no hyper beam. You open the garbage bin and throw in a bag of garbage and land on a Raticate and what you do then? Huh? All right, cool. You have what's at the house, right? Is a hive a bee drill.
Yeah, fuck that.
What you gonna do? All right, cool. You go outside, go cut the grass. A scythe jump out and bust your throat.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Time live out there.
Fuck
You going to the forest, a Heracross drop out of the tree for you.
No.
Arbok and Ekans.
We spoke about this on the.
You're going to the cave, Graveler drop on you.
It's a no. We spoke about this on another
Zubat to attack you.
pod episode. I don't remember which one, but is the lore that pop up in the Pokédex is perfect for this conversation, because the man them say, yo, when Machamp walk in and there's a hill in the way,
And just tear it in two.
no, him just move the hill. Him don't walk around the hill. Him just shift it. So you will live yourself in a Red Hills and you wake up out of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Fuck. Everything in between is shit.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you lift the hill and
I don't
put it
care.
up.
I just move it.
Just shift.
Push the town over here. Yeah.
SpongeBob. What if we take the town
And move it over here.
and push it over there?
That's it. Yeah, but that's like even original 151 Pokemon.
They're all wild.
I want to eat curry crab. I have to go fight couple crabby.
Kinglow with a slap.
King Lab shoot bubble beam for bust my face. I want turtle stew Squirtle. And blast eyes out now. I'm a pitney. Two big water gun in my chest. Like
Fucking hate, Bob.
you go alright,
Picnic. Goosh, goosh.
you go Barbados. Them have monkey.
Oh God, primates walking around.
Couple
place.
primate up in the tree and fling things after you.
It's a no from me, my guy. It's a no. Can we come off of this? Because you're just making me afraid of outside.
Pseudo wood thumping in your chest when you walk past them. You think it's a tree.
Bob, there are a whole set of ghost type Pokemon. You know your blood clot, yeah, the
Duppy
par.
real.
And a
Like in a Pokemon universe,
Duppy real.
Like,
You know, yeah, the par. And a fucking hunter just decides
stick
to
out of
fuck
the
with
wall.
you. And just pops out. And that, are you that no? No.
you just hit that fair shit.
I saw a video where they were talking about like which anime universe would be best to live in. You know what my answer is? None. Absolutely none.
Mom is messaging.
Mom's calling you home?
Best
Absolutely none.
anime universe to
None.
live in
None. Zero.
would be
Not one. Food Wars, maybe. Well, that's it.
Food Wars. Yes, that's a strong one.
Food Wars.
I
Or Cells at Work.
mean, the thing
That's
is,
it.
you know, the universe is not bad if you're not the main character.
Fuck
For a
that.
lot of them.
Fuck that.
All right, no, pre this now, bro.
How much thousands of... Boo killed... Boo has an attack called the Human Extinction Attack. He leveled the population of the human race.
Being an Earthling on Earth is just what sucks overall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just
no matter the universe.
But it's like in American movie media, everything bad only happens to America. So we are, as Earthlings, everything bad can only happen to Earth. We don't know any better. Or any different, I should say.
Yeah. Man, we're someone's high-res game, you know. We're someone's high-res MMORPG. I'm telling you.
It's not even that, mate. I think South Park is right, you know.
In which one of the many?
We're a reality show for aliens. We are a reality show, and we have reality shows in this reality show.
Ooh, metal.
That's fucked up.
That's like reality 16 walls.
It's like if you do the
math, that's like
indices and matrices.
16 walls, guys. Oh my God. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if we are God's hugely high-res MMORPG or someone's very, very oddly written TV show. Because 2020 was definitely a season finale.
I remember Rick and Morty again. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, kids. If you buy into any part of the Illuminati thing, right? The conspiracy theory, they will say that a lot of the images and symbols are shown to you right in front of your face. Like how them say adrenochrome is shown in Monsters Inc. Mm-hmm. That shows them scaring the kids using the fear to power them. So it's hard to see certain things happen and not see
not connect the dots.
Yeah, and the dots a lot of the time aren't there. It's just conspiracies make you do that, dog.
You know that meme from The Office when the string is everywhere and you're like,
telling you.
Shall we wrap this up before Mom gets mad?
Mom's probably already.
It's true.
And we're going home to make tacos.
Oh no, Mom's hungry. So Mom's angry.
I'm hungry too.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of the pod. Thank you for listening. Bobby Bean, don't know. Promo code
don't blow.
BAM10 at YouTubeRight.com. Get 10% off anything you guys have ordered. Boom Draw Physics, the intro and outro song. Prismatic Verse, the intro sequence. Linking for any graphical stuff you guys need. Thank you for watching the pod and rocking with us. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're listening on any of the podcasting platforms, just hit that follow. Maybe leave us a review. You know, it really actually does help. That whole like stuff. It helps to get people to pre and join the par. That algorithm. I love saying with the Z. Shout out to all the other shows I rocks with. Thank you guys for being here. Dropping bombs on your moms.
Yeah, big up on yourself. Fuck car alarms.